Have you ever wondered why two people can grow in the same environment with the same opportunities but ends up in completely different spaces? And you see that one may be thriving whilst the other may be heavily struggling. It is not always about luck. It is not always about intelligence. In fact, I feel sometimes it is not always about the level of connections that one has over the other. I know there are points in time where some of these things can play, but the real difference has always been one's belief system. I know that ideally, when two people are given the same parameters, they should be able to produce the same results. But in our communities, in our neighborhood, even in our families, it is not like that. We see the same children from the same parents going to the same school with the same teachers, but they end up differently. This is what I want you to understand. Listen, your belief system is the story you tell yourself about what is possible for you. It is the story you accept as true in your life. For example, if you believe that life is against you, you would always see obstacles. Imagine you wake up in the morning or you consider your situation and you realize that there is no way out. The moment you see these things, it will develop obstacles in your life. But if you challenge it and you switch it to see that there is possibility existing in your life, I can tell you, you can even find doors in place where there is wall. Let's make it real. It got to a time where life was really tough on me, and I got stuck at one point. I really wanted to do my master's outside my country, but when I sat back and I realized the process that is involved, I felt it was very complicated, and the money that I have to commit into doing it was really tough. I felt so stuck, and that belief was so strong on me until one day I decided to challenge it, and I shifted the whole thing. I felt, yes, this thing I can figure it out. I went through the process step by step. I spoke to people about it. I did readings and watched videos, and in the process of doing it, I realized that honestly it was true that money was very difficult to come by, and I spoke to few people about it. You see, the thing about nature is that nature has a strong way of helping us, and I saw people trying to give me money, dash me money. Others were willing to give me loans, so I took some few money from elsewhere, and I was able to do a step after the other, and before I realized, I was in a plane going to the country I dream of. Listen, I don't know how you see impossibilities and obstacles as well as opportunities in your life, but your belief systems are the things that you accept as true in your life. So I want you to see the belief system that you have inculcated in you as a glass. If you feel it is possible, everything will be possible for you. There's a story of three of my friends when we completed university. In my days, they were really entrepreneuring, and so what they did was that two of them decided that they would stay in their home country and build something so that they would expand globally. The other person said no, he doesn't see it's possible in the country, so he has to travel outside his country so that he will be able to start from there and bring it down. And for about 7 years, the last time I spoke to the three of them, I realized that the two of them have been able to develop their company and have multiple branches in their country, and they are looking at trying to expand to other parts of Africa. The other person, when I spoke to him, is still chasing train and bus in the country that he is, and he's still hoping that one day he'll be able to do it. How do you see your challenges? How do you see what you have in your eyes? If you want to become a doctor, if you want to become the nurse, if you want to have that money, if you want your children to enjoy the life that you are anticipating, if you want your family to be proud of you, if you are looking at taking yourself out of the mediocre, how do you see it? Your belief system helps you to shape whatever you want to do in your life. Listen, There's a book by Napoleon Hills where he talks about auto-suggestions. And auto-suggestions are the confessions and affirmations that you make on your life. So if you believe that you will be great, if you keep saying those things on your life, listen, this is how your mind receives it. Your mind receives those words as impressions through your conscious mind, and it will move down to your subconscious mind. In your subconscious mind, there is no negotiation. Your subconscious mind accepts everything as truly as it is, and it's like a garden. Whatever seed that you plant inside, it germinates and produces it back to your world. So if you believe that it is impossible, if you believe that you can't take yourself up above the mediocre life, if you feel that you can't really have that money, it becomes your life, it becomes your world that you live in. So this is what I want you to do. I must be very honest with you that I have been there before. I have felt stuck, like I mentioned. I have felt I'm not enough. I have felt I'm not able to do it. But when I decided to challenge it, it shifted the whole thing. And the doors that seemed so locked started opening at the moment that I start doing something for myself. So I'm giving you 3 practical ways where you can reset your belief systems. First of all, I want you to cut that limiting belief. Write down the things that makes you feel mediocre. I don't want you to write so many things because you might end up not doing it. But I need you to write one of the limiting beliefs that you go through, the things that makes you feel you are not enough, the things that makes you feel unsuccessful. I need you to write them down. And 2, I need you to start challenging that negative limitation with evidence. You have to first of all write it down, and secondly challenge it with evidence. You know you've been successful some way, and you've managed your way through something. For example, you were sick and you told yourself you'll be out of this sickness. If you have been through something that you've been successful, use that as evidence to prove that yes, you can do it. Stand on it to challenge that limiting belief. And the last thing I want you to understand is that replace that limiting factor with an empowering belief. See, if you think you can't do it, begin to say to yourself that I can do it. I may not have all that I can, but I will try my best to learn that which I need to learn. I'll try my best to speak to people about the situation. I'll try my best to improve on my situation. Listen, the Bible says that all things are possible to them that believe. And I know some of us may read Quran and other religious books, but what I believe as a Christian is that all things are possible to those that believe. So if you believe that those limiting factors that you've written down, you have written at least one of them down, and you feel that you can do it, just challenge it with evidence and try your best to replace all those limiting beliefs with an empowering belief. Begin to tell yourself that yes, I can figure this out. Begin to tell yourself that yes, I can be successful, I can improve, I can become better, I can have that money, I can become one of the greatest people in my family. So let me leave you with this. Your belief system is either your prison or your passport. So which one is it for you? This week I challenge you. Write down one limiting belief you are ready to let go of and share it in the comments. And let us start building belief system that open doors instead of closing them. Thank you.